Welcome back to the channel, Better Agents, coming to you from Better Agency HQ, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about the topic of delivering a personal touch to your clients. If I were to poll 100 different insurance agents today, many would believe that they deliver a strong, memorable personal touch. But do they really though? In this video, we're going to define what personal touch really is and how we should go about providing it. A common trap that a lot of us fall into is the trap of absolutes.
Only a Sith deals in absolutes.
Listen to me close. There's no such thing as the right way or the wrong way when it comes to running your agency. You know your customers better than anybody ever could. You know your market, you know your staff, you know your carriers. When we talk about these things, we're talking about preferences. My goal with this video and any video that we make is to talk about my preferences and to align my point of view and perspective with where I think the industry is going, where I think the majority of people are going. The foundation of this video is that I believe a lot of agents, to their core, if you ask them, believe that they are providing a great customer experience. But if you were to ask their customers and they were being honest, I think a lot of customers would say it's aggravating, it's confusing. We have to be honest with ourselves and ask ourselves the question, are we really providing a great experience, or are we just some tolerable nuisance that our customers have to put up with? So let's have an honest self-assessment with ourselves and what we do and how we do it. Let's bring ourselves down from the podium in our own mind and how our customers think about us so that we can actually get better at what we do. An awesome customer experience has to be rooted in your agency's positioning. This is a concept that I don't think a lot of agents have given a lot of thought to. They're not quite sure how they show up in the marketplace or with their customers. They might see other agents and their positioning and they think that that's what they want to take away, or maybe they see commercials on TV or big corporations or direct writers going out with some form of messaging or advertising and they think that that's what's going to work in their agency, and maybe it will, but maybe it won't. But you have to be very clear on the positioning of your agency, how you're going to show up. And I know this is an exercise that might be foreign to a lot of agents. So down in the description below, I'm going to put a link to just a little resource, a free resource that you can download, that you can use, that's going to help you get more clear about who it is that you serve and how you want to show up, from messaging to positioning. That's going to help you form and fashion the customer experience that you want to have. On the flip side, let's say that your agency positioning is that you're going to help your clients serve themselves by providing all the technology tools that's going to allow them to do changes when they want to, pay bills when they want to. If your personal touch isn't aligned to that, maybe by giving them mobile apps or access to customer portals or ability to do things online on their own, then you have this kind of topsy-turvy mixed bag of experiences and it doesn't align. So the bottom line is that you need to make sure that your positioning, whatever it is that you're putting out into the marketplace, and being clear and consistent on that, aligns with how customers are going to engage with your agency. Another way to provide a great customer experience is that you need to reduce friction with your customers by providing technology that matches the audience. What do I mean by that? I talk to agents, and I have for years, and they're going to say things like, Nick, all of my customers want to come into the office, they want to sit down, they want to have a cup of coffee, they want to talk for an hour about what they did on the weekends or what they did on their vacation, and we get to know each other's kids. That's fine, but you should be able to give them some form of technology that aligns with their needs. And I realize in the insurance industry, there hasn't been a ton of agent-friendly technology providers that have given you these tools, but this is where you need to do your research and provide the technology that works. There are agencies that will say, Nick, I don't ever talk to my customers. They're spread all over the country. I'm licensed in a dozen states and we do business online. You need to provide technology that matches that audience. Again, that goes back to your positioning with your clients. However it is that you've shown up, you need to continue showing up. It goes back to that old adage, dance with the one that brought you. You need to reduce friction. This could be things like adding self-service forms to your website with conditional logic that if they answer this way, it asks another question. That gets routed to a virtual assistant who then processes the change and delivers the completed endorsement to the client within an hour. Whatever it might be, you need to be very consistent on reducing friction. The next one often goes unsaid, but if agents are really being honest with themselves, they'll tell you that they are sometimes scared or hesitant to go all in with automation. They feel like they need to have some level of control, that the personal experience or the personal touch that they want to provide only happens when they're talking with you by phone, or when they are in the office, or they are having a in-person conversation. That is great. That is great personal touch and great customer experiences if that's what your customers want. But that is not the only way. And relying on low-level automation, where they're doing birthday campaigns and calling it good, checking the box, that's not enough. If I had $1 for every time somebody asked me, does Better Agency have a happy birthday campaign? I could retire right now. Here's the thing. Listen to me close. Nobody wants your happy birthday emails. The people that respond and say thank you, they're just being nice. Nobody wants that. Do you want that? Do you want 500 emails about your birthday or about daylight savings times? That's not a replacement for personal touch. That's not customer experience. Is it nice? Sure. It's nice, but it goes in one ear and out the other with your customers. They don't think about it. This is how we need to remove ourselves, bring ourselves down a little bit, and put ourselves in the customer's shoes. You need to provide automation and communication. One, so that you can be consistent, so that you can show up on a regular basis. But two, you should only be automating the things that take forever to do or that provide an extra level of value to your customers. You need to automate that stuff away so that you can actually do it. Nobody wants to call your agency and be on hold for 45 minutes or wait 48 hours to get the answer because you need to go do something else. You need to figure out ways to provide more self-service, more automation, a help library, ways for customers to get things done on their own. It's okay. It's not removing you from the process. It's not eliminating you. It's not removing your value. If anything, it's enhancing your value. This is personal touch. Sending an email and waiting a week to respond is the personal touch that makes customers want to leave your agency. And we have to be honest with that. We have to be honest with the fact that our customers in the year 2022 and beyond, they're wanting more. They're the masses, the majority. They want to be able to operate on their own terms. When they can go on their phone and they can order a coffee, or they can have Chick-fil-A delivered to their office like I'm about to do, then we expect different things. When I can have next day shipping on any item that I want from Amazon, we have to get more in line with how customers are behaving today. That's the whole point. We are still stuck in providing experiences that were sufficient a decade ago, but that's not how people are behaving today. You need to figure out a way to automate a lot of this stuff and provide experiences that customers today want, whether it's for personal lines or commercial lines. It doesn't matter. You have to show up at the right time. That is value. That is a great customer experience. If you want to provide a great personal touch and customer experience to your customers, then we need to stop treating our customers a lot less like sales opportunities and a lot more like people. So many times customers think that the only time that they hear from their insurance agent is when they want them to buy something. And unfortunately, right, wrong, or indifferent, that's the narrative. That's how customers feel. And that isn't providing a great customer experience. If somebody only talks to you when they want you to buy something, when they want you to do something for them, what kind of experience is that? You need to communicate with customers and give them the things that they need in order to live a more successful life or have a better peace of mind or better coverage or the right rate. Whatever it is your positioning is, you need to live up to that promise. If you only communicate with people when it's time to renew the policy or when it's time to buy something new, that feels a lot less like value and a lot more like I'm just, meat in a meat market. You need to communicate at the right time. So this could be at claims times when they've had a claim, checking in with them 6 months later, 3 months later, or whatever the case might be, making sure that they're okay, giving them the resources that they need in order to have a better experience, whether it's a technology need, whether it is some form of education, whether it is something that's going to help them or that they think is, good. I had to stop my day to read this email, check this text, or take this phone call. What's in it for me? Why should I care? This, going back to, again, communicating with customers and clients in the way that they want to be communicated with, actually providing real levels of value, That is how you're going to deliver a great customer experience. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Like this video. It really helps us out a ton. Comment down below. Let us know how you're providing great personal touch or great client experiences to your customers. And we'll see you again on the next video.